What's up, guys? I wanted to make a video on how I was able to go from skinny to jacked because it's a question I get asked very often and it's something I personally used to struggle with a lot. There's really no secret formula for this. It's actually a lot simpler than people make it out to be. It ultimately just comes down to your diet. So if you're anything like how I used to be, you've probably gone and convinced yourself that you're eating enough. Do yourself a favor and get rid of this belief because it's going to hold you back. The main reason that you're not putting on weight is because you are in fact not eating enough. You might think that just because you're having breakfast, lunch, and dinner and a few snacks during the day, that's enough. It's not. For us skinny guys, that's nowhere near enough. So now you're probably thinking, well, how the hell do I know how much I should be eating? I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna make this as simple as I possibly can for you guys so that you can go and try this starting today. So what you're gonna wanna do is head over to the App Store or Google Play, whatever you have, and type in MyFitnessPal. It's gonna be this one with the blue icon, and you download it, then you open it, and this is what the interface is gonna look like. Just ignore that ad. Once you're in here, if you've never had the app before, it's gonna ask you for your personal information, like your height, your weight, and your goals, and you're just gonna input that there. And then once you've gone and done that, it's gonna give you the macros you're required to hit to reach your goals. I'm just very quickly gonna head to settings and show you guys what that would look like. Just scroll down, hit settings, then profile. And here you're just gonna have all of your info like I was talking about before. My height, my gender, your preferred units you wanna use, and all that stuff. But what we're really here for is the goals tab. So we're gonna go ahead and click on that. And here you have all the info you need. So once you're on here, you're gonna wanna set your goals. You're obviously gonna set your current weight and then your goal weight, your weekly goal, and your activity level. So in regards to your weekly goal, I suggest doing 0.5 pounds per week, as anything over that can be very difficult if you're not used to eating a lot. Then for your activity level, just select how active you are, and then MyFitnessPal will just get the macros and objectives ready for you. So now very quickly, I'm just gonna show you how to access this. Once you've inputted all your information, you just click on that little dashboard and you head over to nutrients because that's what it's going to show you, where everything that matters. Basically, you're just going to want to follow these three: carbs, fats, and protein. Those are the only ones that really matter. When you look at the full nutrients bar, you're going to be a little bit overwhelmed, but you can ignore all the other ones and just work towards that, and obviously your daily caloric intake. Now for the last part, I'm just going to show you guys very briefly how to actually log the food. So you click on the little barcode icon next to search for food, and that's going to prompt your camera. And once you're in here, just quickly find the barcode on the item and then input how many grams and the number of servings you had for that. So I had 200 grams, so 2 servings of 100 grams. And then it shows me the macros right there, and then select the meal you had it at. So for me, this was my lunch. And after that, you will see it's updated it there on the dashboard. And if you ever want to find where all of your food that you've scanned is, just head over to diary and it will be right there. Okay, so now that we cleared that up, I've just got to really quickly mention that for this to actually work, you're actively going to have to weigh all of your food. So go out there and buy yourself a scale. It doesn't have to be a fancy scale, just as long as it works. And if your parents are the ones cooking for you, let them weigh your portion before cooking. So now that we're done covering the diet section, we can move on over to the gym. So in terms of how often you should actually be going, I advise at least 3 days a week. But don't forget that you burn more calories when you work out. So keep that in mind when you track your food, that it's okay to be slightly over your objective. Anyways, I think 3 days a week is perfect because it allows you enough time to pack on weight, as well as enough time spent in the gym to actually put on muscle. So if it's your first time weightlifting, make sure that you actually start with endurance training so you can build up some endurance in your muscles. This is going to be very important because after this, you're going to want to transition into a strength phase, as this is the most optimal way for you to actually put on mass, as well as get your body adjusted to the gym at the same time. Now, for the sake of this video, I don't want it to get too long, so if you want me to go more in depth on this topic, let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to make a more detailed video on this in the future. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm always doing my best to provide you guys with value, and as always, make sure to make yourself a priority.